Morning, you're flying the very unfriendly skies with Tironan, where half the population in every game wants you desperately dead. Okay, so we're looking at the Banshee again, and I know what you're thinking. I've seen an awful lot of the Banshee. Why are you showing me this thing again? Because it is the fully upgraded Banshee, and it now has everything that I wanted to have, including the engine upgrade, which brings me to 596, which makes you one of the faster aircraft in the game. The ME 262 HG2 is a little faster. That being said, it's not a lot faster. You now have the full guns, 720 damage per second, and 2,700 feet of range. Your altitude remains unchanged at 8202. Maximum dive speed is just shy of 700 miles an hour. And your optimum airspeed is 471, where you will normally set out. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, you've got a very high altitude fighter. Fights just fine, 10,000 feet, have had it up to 12,000 feet. No problem at all. The guns are very, very effective. And are they the nastiest guns in the game? No. That belongs to 262 HG2 as well. But it can't outturn you, and it's going to have trouble outrunning you. And if he carries ordnance, you're going to be overrunning him. Which is why you never see me carry ordnance on this aircraft. One, its bomb load is pretty pathetic, and two, I spend most of my time booming and zooming, where the ordnance is a very large deficit. And I'm not interested in slowing myself down to get shot down any more than I have to be. It's not a plane that turns particularly well. It's got a 14-second turn time, 360-degree turn time, which means any true boom and zoom or anything, your MiG-9s, your LA-160s, your Furies, the Attacker, are all going to be considerably more turny than you can, and your chances of dogfighting with them are, well, slim and none. Unless you catch them in a compromising position, I guess would be the way to say it. It can be a little difficult. So, what you want to do, get up to altitude, contest with the other high altitude aircraft. You want to boom and zoom, use your gun at maximum range, and this thing is quite good because of both the pilot skills and the radar gun sight. Help a great deal on that.
Pilots, get ready for action. Let's go.
So I'll help take the airfield. And we're in a very gentle climb. I'm already up there. Airspeed I want to be at, and the altitude I want to be at. And having worked to get all that speed and altitude, the first thing I'm going to do is hit my flaps and hit my dive brake, because we are moving so fast. So you won't have the opportunity to do what you want to do. Now we've got 25 seconds of boost, and we're going to use a little bit of it to get back up to speed. And I see I've got somebody behind me, ME209, who's now out of range. And he is still trying to close with me. Okay. And as Frederick the Great said about Blucher, who helped win Waterloo, that officer can go to the devil. Well, we lost that particular battle, and I see this gentleman is still trying to contest with me. And now he hasn't got very many hit points left. And I love how that autopilot just takes you in these very leisurely turns. So we'll skirt along the edge here. You insist on dying, I insist on helping you. Probably ought to take the air brakes back off. You go and do your own thing. See where we can help out at. I'm not going to capture this area by myself. Then I see two more friendly aircraft come in, and we can probably help out with that. You may have noticed I did say that the guns are lethally effective, and they are. And what I'm trying to do is make sure that I got enough range between me and the opposing aircraft to get turned around. I may have mentioned that this has a very leisurely turning circle.
Our military base is launching strikes on the enemy. This will make things easier for you.
That's a Lothar again, didn't I just... Heard it, persistent. Darn. Okay. Again, same thing. We're going to get enough altitude where you can't really compete. Turn around and let them have it.
That's it. There's no way to break through you now. You're on your own.
Yeah, I didn't intend to ram. That was all him. He had lots of time to get out of the way. So,
Step it up. We're losing the battle.
guess that robot rammer tactic doesn't always work, huh?
All plans are under our control. Great job.
And I doubt that's going to make... Ooh, that is ugly.
We have complete control of the sky.
That'll do it.
Way to go. Victory is ours. We're waiting for your result.
All right. If you ever wondered what flying an ME-262 is going to be like in the HG2, this is going to be a very similar experience. Shot down 5, assisted in destroying 1, captured 1 sector, and I was destroyed once towards the very end of the game. That will be life in the F2H Banshee, also known as the Banjo. It's extremely quick. I could have chosen not to get involved and go down to a lower level and survive the entire game, and it's probably what I should have done. I would have got at least one more air kill, and that would have taken care of the problem. You're going to pretty much rule the air at high altitude, and there's very little that can catch you except ME-262 HG2s. Some aircraft are going to come close. You're going to have to watch your airspeed. But very few things are going to be as effective at altitude as you are. So that's the aircraft. We've talked about this enough. You will not be seeing another video for this in some time. I think this has been overplayed a little bit, and that's the reason. If you have complaints or you want to see this aircraft a lot more, let me know. But I probably don't have a whole lot of flexibility on that. I need to concentrate on other aircraft and get other things up and going. But it's been a fun aircraft to fly. And the upgrade to this is the XF90. We reviewed that in the previous video on this one, so I'm not going to go over it again. But it's this on steroids, 714 speed. I believe the altitude's like 9,800 on it, and it carries 6 of these Mark 12s on it, which is one vicious aircraft. Should be able to hang with any of them in anything but a turning circle. So there you go. That's it. This is your friend Tironan, and we are out for today. You have a great one, and we'll see you tomorrow.